Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Shravan. We have some breaking news coming in. CBI has registered a case against Anil Deshmukh. Shravan, what more details can you tell us?
Well, a big breaking news now coming in, Crispino, that the Central Bureau of Investigation has filed a case in the Anil Deshmukh matter. What we can confirm to all our viewers right now is that the former Home Minister of Maharashtra, Anil Deshmukh, has also been named as an accused in this matter, along with unknown others. Apart from this, as we speak right now, Crispino, another big breaking news coming in that CBI is currently carrying out searches at the former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh's residence. So this is a big breaking news coming in. This comes after almost 15 days of preliminary inquiry that was basically carried out by the agency, which essentially included multiple activities, which included recording the statement of Anil Deshmukh along with Parambir Singh, the former Mumbai Police Commissioner, and several Mumbai police officers. This is essentially based on the complaint, or rather the letter that was basically written by the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh, and it was addressed to the Maharashtra Governor as well as the Maharashtra Chief Minister, where he essentially made a big allegation against the former Home Minister, saying that it was at the behest of Anil Deshmukh that Sachin Vaze was basically asked to carry out extortion at multiple bars and restaurants in Mumbai. In fact, there was a target that was essentially set by the Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh of about 100 crore rupees, which was supposed to be raised by Sachin Vaze. Not just that, the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh had also gone ahead and said that Sachin Vaze was given this task along with a few others, and also that there was a meeting that took place between Sachin Vaze and Anil Deshmukh at Anil Deshmukh's residence, and there were witnesses to this particular meeting. And that is the reason why the Central Bureau of Investigation had also called in the other people in this particular case in terms of whether they were witness to this particular meeting or not. Based on the preliminary inquiry that has been carried out, we are now being told that the FIR has been registered by the Central Bureau of Investigation in this matter.
Right. Also, there have been other people who have also been named in the FIR as well. Right, Shravan?
Well, at this point in time, Crispino, the only confirmation coming in from the agency is that former Home Minister of Maharashtra, Anil Deshmukh, has been named in the FIR, and there are unknown others. Now, unknown others would essentially mean that they have left it open in the future, if at all, during their investigation, they essentially come across more people who are involved in the conspiracy, then perhaps they too would be named as an accused. But as of now, it is only the former Home Minister of Maharashtra who has been named in the FIR as an accused.
Right. Also, the other news that's also coming in that the CBI has to file a report by April 27th. Right now, the trickling news that's coming in right now is that massive searches are currently underway. What more are you learning on this front as well?
As far as the report is concerned, remember, this was mandated by the court itself. It was only after the petitioner in this matter who had approached the court seeking a thorough investigation to be carried out. It was only after that that the Central Bureau of Investigation was essentially directed by the court that a preliminary inquiry should be carried out and a report should be submitted. And based on that, it was the prerogative of the agency whether or not to file an FIR in this matter. But it does appear at this point in time, as looking after the investigation, the preliminary investigation that was essentially done by the agency, we're now given to understand that they have finally come to a conclusion that an FIR has to be registered in this matter.
Benefit of our viewers, if we could do a little recap about this entire case about Sachin Vaze's allegations against Anil Deshmukh.
Well, as far as these allegations are concerned, remember, this also raised some question about the role of the former Mumbai Police Commissioner, Mr. Parambir Singh also, because if you simply go by the allegations that have been leveled by Parambir Singh, is the fact that there was a meeting that took place between former Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh and Sachin Vaze, who was an assistant police inspector. He essentially goes on to claim that a target of 100 crore was basically given by Anil Deshmukh to Sachin Wazir, money that was supposed to be raised from various bars and restaurants, including over 30 bars, is what we are given to understand. But what's very important to point out here is that even the courts have essentially observed in this matter and rather noted, saying that if the Mumbai Police Commissioner was essentially aware of what was actually happening and such an incident actually had occurred when he was the Mumbai Police Commissioner, then what stopped him from filing an FIR? But having said that, the matter has gone beyond that right now. What we are now being told is that with the Central Bureau of Investigation coming into the picture and the former Maharashtra Home Minister who's already been named in this particular FIR, it becomes very important to point out here is that currently they're going to go into further details of this entire Vasuli gang that operated in Maharashtra. Having said that, remember, you've had a man called Sachin Wazir, an assistant police inspector who was arrested by the National Investigation Agency. He too has been questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation because, remember, he happens to be one of the main characters in all the allegations that have been leveled so far. And Sachin Wazir is currently in judicial custody lodged in Taloja jail. So in days to come, perhaps one could certainly expect Sachin Wazir to be questioned by the Central Bureau of Investigation once again, because he's already been questioned at least twice is what we are being told. But having said that, in the days to come, there could be another opportunity that the Central Bureau of Investigation may have in order to question Sachin Wazir.
Yes, searches are currently underway on Deshmukh's residence. What time did the searches begin? Could you highlight more on that as well?
Well, Crispina, at this point in time, there's very preliminary information that has basically come in rather very sketchy at this point in time with regards to the searches that have been carried out. But what we can confirm to our viewers is that the searches are being carried out by the Central Bureau of Investigation at the premises of Anil Deshmukh. As far as the searches are concerned, remember, generally what happens is that the agency carries out these searches only after an FIR has been registered. They couldn't have carried out these searches before the FIR was registered. Now we are being told that the moment the FIR was registered, the searches were basically carried out earlier in the day, and it is still on as we speak. It remains to be seen whether at all the Central Bureau of Investigation would make the FIR that has been registered against Anil Deshmukh public, because that becomes extremely important. That would essentially give us a better understanding of what is it that the Central Bureau of Investigation has come across in their preliminary investigation.
Certainly, CBI registering a case against Anil Deshmukh is certainly going to damage the MVA, the Mahavikas Aghadi, as well as certainly going to hit the Mahavikas Aghadi really hard, don't you think?
Well, these allegations are going to tick in hard at this point in time, given the fact that you've had the leading opposition party in Maharashtra, the Bharatiya Janata Party, raising this entire matter even during the alleged murder of Mansukh Hiren, talking about the role of the government, especially of the ruling party at this point in time. But having said that, remember, these are allegations. These are very serious allegations that have been leveled against the Home Minister. It was only after when the court had basically intervened that Maharashtra Home Minister Anil Deshmukh was essentially forced to step down. Because when the allegations were initially leveled by the former Mumbai Police Commissioner Parambir Singh, remember you've had Sharad Pawar as well as several other ministers of the NCP coming out and defending Home Minister Anil Deshmukh, saying that these are allegations that have been leveled by a tainted officer like Parambir Singh. And also they had at that point in time gone ahead to say that if at all Parambir Singh had these evidence against Anil Deshmukh, what essentially stopped him from filing an FIR? This is a similar remark that has also been made by the court when this matter was being heard in Mumbai. But having said that, now this has gone way beyond that. You have an FIR that has been registered against the former Home Minister to begin with. Secondly, these are allegations that have been leveled against the former Home Minister and the period of offense is what we are looking at is only when this government basically came into power. So this undoubtedly is going to have some sort of a political repercussion, because remember, not just Anil Deshmukh, but there are several other ministers of this government who have been named by Sachin Baze. In a letter that has been allegedly written by Sachin Baze, which was supposed to be submitted before the court, you've had Sachin Baze making some serious allegations, not just against Anil Deshmukh, but also several other ministers. At least another minister from the Shiva Sena has also been named by Sachin Baze. Important to point out, the ministers concerned have already denied these allegations that have been leveled against Sachin Baze. So at some point in time, when you've had Sachin Baze, who was almost like the poster boy of this government, suddenly being dropped by the same government like a hot potato. So that becomes very important to point out here, is that at some point in time, this is the same man who was working at the instructions of the government, which also includes the former Mumbai Police Commissioner, who was essentially working in close coordination with Sachin Baze. It now turns out that things have completely changed. You had the NCP going ahead and making an allegation against the Mumbai Police Commissioner, Paramveer Singh, who say that he's basically worked along with the opposition parties. And that is the reason why he had written those letters. So this has certainly become very political in nature, and it is expected that in the days to come, you would have more political ramifications on the ground.
Absolutely. In days to come, we're going to see more political ramifications as well. Thank you, Shravan, for joining us on the broadcast. We continue with this story after a small break.